all, welcome back, Cynthia here. Today I'm working on a 12 by 12 layout of this photo of me. I'm very young here. I dare say I must have been about 8 or 9, and by the looks of it, it was definitely before I had my braces on. So I'm just taking some papers and backing them here. The papers that I'm using are from the Scrappery Kit Club. I believe it's their February kit, which was called Jade. It's a gorgeous kit. The papers in it and are just stunning. So you've seen me go through here, and so far I mounted my photo on some white cardstock, and then I backed it on a doily, and then backed all that on that heart paper, which has some gold flecks through it. And I was particularly want to use that heart paper because it has the either yellow tones in it, which is similar to the jumper I'm wearing at the time. So I'm doing this kit for a challenge on the Tracy Banks 27-day challenge, and this month was about using green, using stamps, using floral, and it was meant to be celebrating a photo celebrating something. Well, I think I must have forgot that little technical bit. I made sure I had the green background. I've got my stamps out here and am using floral, but the photos doesn't particularly represent a celebration, but as we go along, you'll see that in a sense I can certainly make it linked to celebrate, not so much an event, but just celebrate growth and growing up and childhood and you know, becoming a woman. So that's what this layout is going to be about. So you saw I got out the stencil and a bit of modelling paste and have just put some splodges on the background, and then I got out some acrylic paints and did the smooshing technique. Used two colours, which I made an apricot-y, pinky, yellowy type of colour. Once again, I was trying to pick up on the colour in my jumper, but I think in the end, with that and the bit in the photos, in the flowers that I coloured in, I've sort of got enough yellow there and then some oranges as well. So if you didn't see, when I got the stamps, I coloured them in just using Inktense pencils, probably my favourite mixed media items that I have. I absolutely love my pencils. They're lovely and thick and vibrant, and just give such great colours. And I love the fact that once they dry, they're permanent. I struggle a little bit with watercolour, and once you touch them again, they reactivate. It confuses me a little bit. So I've laid out the stamps that I've coloured in and then fussy cut out. I've laid them around. Heads in the kit were the little flower stems that you saw me push in here and there, and now I'm going through the sequence, just spreading a few of those around as well in pink and gold, and I think I use a couple of little blues. So, and there's also gold leaves which were punched out and come in the little bits and pieces kit as well, so I've spread them throughout, so there's that hint of gold here and there. Just sorting out the papers, so some of that bits and pieces were left over from last month's kit. Grabbing out these stickers here. I've used these on the last couple of layouts that I've done, but I really want to use them up. They're coming down to the end now, and I'm really having to shape up some words here. So here I'm trying to come up with the word strong, but I didn't have any N's and I don't have any R's, so I need to work both of those out. I was initially going to go this way with the R, but then I went back and had another look and decided that there was a B there, and I could certainly cut off some of the bottom to make an R. I think that looks quite suitable. So I go through here and use my hot glue gun and glue it all down. There it is, all glued down, and then I add my title. So this part of the title is going to read "Be Strong," and a little bit later I add to that. These letter stickers here were also included in the kit, so I'm using those for the word be. And this is a little word that says love. The material, it's made out of material, sort of like a puffy material type of thing. But I've just put that there, and now going through and seeing what else I can do. I decided that I actually need a few more flowers, so I do get the stamps back out soon and stamp and colour in a few more florals, which will go up in the top left hand corner. But before I do that, I just glue down these sequins, just using a bit of glue, and my new tweezers that I picked up recently, which I absolutely love. Yeah, dabbed me page in me glue, so there's all glue underneath the page now, so I just wipe that up. How's everyone been? You all been well? You all managed to get a bit of scrapping done, a bit of arting, journaling, painting, whatever it is that you like to do. It's a long weekend here in Tasmania this weekend, and it's been pretty much raining the whole weekend, so it hasn't really been conducive to get outside and do too much. We did go out this afternoon or today, and we went to our local Kmart, so the boys brought some more Nerf guns, and I brought some bits and pieces, a new lamp for my scrap area, and just some other household stuff. We went out for lunch, which was very nice. Went to Asian. There's a little Asian place in town that's just the best Asian in town. If you ask us, we go there every time we want to go and have Asian. That's where we go, and it's just delicious. More Chinese, I think it would probably be exactly what it is. So I've grabbed a piece of this paper here, this with the arrow chevrons on it, and am cutting down a little bit to go on each corner and just tucking that in under there. I just felt like it needed a little bit more in each corner, and you saw I also cut a strip out which went underneath the word strong. There you go. I've did that stamping that I spoke about earlier, and I've coloured them in, and now I'm going to make another little cluster just up the top here. And now I look at that chevron. I've actually got it facing the wrong way. I wonder whether I turn that around when I glue it down. Let's look. No, got the arrows pointing off the page. Oh well. Obviously didn't notice it at the time, so it can't be too bad. I don't think there's really a lot left showing by the time I finish building the cluster up. What else? Now just tucking some. Decided I need just some gold little leaf bits, so I just trim out the inside of that and stick them under there in a couple of spots. That just gives me that little bit of gold as I've got down in the other clusters. It's about here I decide that I'm going to extend my title, and I'm going to have my title read, "Be brave, be strong." Now I had every intentions of when I go to journal, I thought I would read you the journal, but I don't have it on me, so I'm going to walk out, carrying the laptop out into the other room and see if I grab the layout without everybody making too much noise, and I will read what my journal says, journaling says. So as I said earlier, this was a photo of me when I was younger. So I wrote a letter to myself, and the journaling says, "Dear younger self, life may not always be the fairy tale you read about in books. Sometimes it will be just darn mean. Just remember to always be brave and strong. You will come out the other side a stronger, beautiful woman. I love you." So that was my journaling. So when I talked about the challenge for this month, and it was meant to be a photo about a celebration, to me I'm celebrating going from a very awkward looking young girl to a confident woman that I am today. So I think that is a good celebration. I'll run with that anyway. So just going through and putting on a few more sequins and bits and pieces, and coming out with these gems, adding some of those as well. I add them in both the pink that come in this colour, this month's kit, and I also pull out the green from last month and I scatter some of those around as well. Now I'm not too sure whether I've already done it, but I do get out the not the Winker Stella, but the close to my heart version of it, and put some glitter across the top of the little paper rose flower buds that are there in the layout, just to give that a little bit of shine as well. And that looks absolutely lovely. Just straightening up my title here, and I think I'm nearly done. Coming to the end of it, I get out the pen. I don't make you watch me draw my lines and write up my journaling. I just write what that says. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave me a comment if you have any question. Give me a thumbs up, that'd be great. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. That'd be fantastic. Here's the Winker Stella, or the close to my heart glitter pen that I spoke about. Okay then, once again, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Talk to you next time. Bye.